What if the most powerful force shaping our future isn't politics, economics, or even biology, but code? From the apps on your phone to the algorithms guiding airplanes, stock markets, and even social opinions. Software has quietly become the invisible architecture of modern life. It no longer just assists us. It amplifies human intent into global action. In this summary of the Cybernetic Society by Amir Husain, we'll explore how the fusion between humans and machines is reshaping our cities, our behavior, and even our minds. And we'll uncover why this future is not fixed, but depends entirely on the choices we make today. Think for a moment about how much of your daily life depends on invisible systems. Your messages, payments, transportation, healthcare, all pass through digital networks, processed by layers of code that sense, decide, and act. Software doesn't just support the world anymore. It defines it. Entire industries are being dematerialized. Banking, entertainment, education, even governance. And the power behind this transformation is cybernetics, the science of feedback, control, and communication, linking humans, machines, and organizations together. The term cybernetics first appeared in the mid-20th century, coined by mathematician Norbert Wiener. He realized that no system, whether mechanical or biological, exists in isolation. Everything operates through feedback loops. We sense, we decide, we act, then sense again. Machines now do the same. And when billions of such loops connect, from your smartwatch to global satellite networks, a cybernetic society begins to emerge. What makes this new society unique is reflexivity, the ability of digital signals to fold back into the real world and change the very things they measure. Consider finance. High-frequency trading algorithms don't just predict prices. They move them, creating ripples like the flash crash of 2010 or social media. A single post, amplified by algorithmic feedback, can reshape politics, culture, and even elections. Every click, every share, feeds data back into systems that learn and evolve. Human intent and machine response reinforce one another, turning private gestures into systemic forces. At first, technological change feels slow, almost invisible, but then, suddenly, everything shifts. That's the nature of exponential growth. Neural networks lingered in obscurity for decades, until computing power and data scaled high enough. Then, within just a few years, AI moved from academic labs into your smartphone, powering chatbots, recommendation engines, and self-driving cars. This nonlinear leap, a sudden tipping point, is the hallmark of cybernetic evolution. We build systems. They learn faster than we expect. And suddenly, the rules change. Cybernetic logic doesn't just apply to devices. It now governs how organizations and cities operate. Modern companies behave less like rigid hierarchies and more like organisms, sensing, learning, adapting. Factories predict failures before they happen. Supply chains self-adjust through real-time data. Even entire cities are joining this evolution. Take Neom, Saudi Arabia's ambitious $500 billion megacity. It's designed as a cognitive city, one that continuously learns from its residents. AI will optimize energy use, transport, and governance. But this intelligence comes with a warning. The same data that makes life efficient can also make it surveilled. Smart cities promise optimization, but risk becoming perfect instruments of control. Beneath all of this lies a vast digital foundation, the cloud. Amazon alone blends over 1.5 million human employees, with 750,000 robots. Its algorithms hire, manage, and even terminate contracts automatically. These companies now provide not just computation, but the infrastructure of the modern world. Commerce, governance, and communication all depend on them. And as scale increases, flexibility shrinks. Once built, these systems can't easily change direction. Like the costly Iridium satellite project of the 1990s, they risk becoming locked into a path. Efficient but fragile. Infrastructure, as Amir Husain reminds us, is political. It decides whose values are encoded, who controls the data, and who reaps the rewards. The next stage of cybernetics moves even closer into the human body itself. Imagine sitting an exam in your living room. You're wearing a sleek headset. With every thought, the walls dissolve into a digital landscape. The system reads your brain waves, adjusts the questions, and adapts to your focus in real time. That's the world of brain-computer interfaces. From EEG headsets to implanted electrodes, machines are learning to read and even stimulate our thoughts. Companies like Neuralink, Kernel, and Paradromics promise to restore movement, communicate directly through thought, and maybe one day enhance human intelligence. Yet each leap brings new ethical questions. Who owns the data from your brain? Who decides how it's used or sold? Beyond the lab, the same principles drive exoskeletons and augmented soldiers. In the US, Russia, and China, military programs are exploring cybernetic warfare, where autonomous drones and robots compress a decision cycle from minutes to seconds. The result is hyperwar, conflict at machine speed. Amir Husain reminds us that technology doesn't erase history. It accelerates it. Russian-American scientist Peter Turchin calls this study cliodynamics, the science of historical cycles. He found that empires rise and fall through predictable waves of inequality and unrest. When the gap between elites and common citizens widens too far, instability grows. And today, algorithms amplify these gaps, concentrating wealth and influence faster than ever. Turchin warns that nations like the United States now display the same warning signs as past collapsing powers. Polarization, elite competition, and public distrust. Technology, it seems, is not neutral. It feeds into the same old cycles of inequality, just at digital speed. Another cost of the cybernetic age is privacy, or rather its collapse. We are permanently opted in. Every keystroke, GPS trace, and cloud backup is logged, stored, and analyzed. Even when we think we've deleted something, it lingers somewhere on some server. After the Snowden leaks, some government offices tried returning to typewriters, but researchers showed that even keystrokes could be decoded by sound. In this world, surveillance isn't a possibility, it's the default. Yet, amid all this control, Amir Husain points to a powerful countermovement, the rise of technologies of freedom. These are tools designed to return control to users, to decentralize power instead of concentrating it. One example comes from Sir Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web. His new project, Solid, gives every person a private data pod. You decide who accesses it, a radical shift back toward personal sovereignty. Across the world, small communities are experimenting too. In New York, NYC Mesh lets neighbors connect through rooftop antennas, bypassing telecom giants. In Lahore, the -15 project uses sensors and blockchain to help cool city temperatures through local action. Federated AI lets devices learn locally without sending your private data to central servers. And quantum-safe encryption tools like Kyber and Sphinx Plus are being built to protect communication against future quantum computers. Decentralized identity systems now allow people to prove who they are without relying on corporations. And through decentralized autonomous organizations, communities can govern projects transparently, from funding clean energy to managing digital worlds. These innovations may not guarantee freedom, but they offer a choice to design systems that serve people, not the other way around. We stand at a crossroads. On one side lies a future of efficiency, convenience, and centralized control, where algorithms know us better than we know ourselves. On the other lies a future of agency and transparency, where feedback loops strengthen human freedom rather than restrict it. As Amir Husain concludes, the cybernetic future isn't fixed. It will reflect the values we embed in our code, the transparency we demand, and the courage we show in reclaiming control. Technology amplifies intent. The question is, whose intent will it serve? If you found this exploration of the Cybernetic Society insightful, Subscribe for more in-depth summaries of world-changing ideas. Remember, understanding the code shaping our world is a first step towards shaping ourselves.